Gentlemen, we just got another amazing episode of ReZero Season 3. This week, Subaru can't stop dying. Sirius dropped a diss track against Emilia, Regulus was photographed attending a Diddy party, Reinhardt showed up just to beat the shit out of another woman, and Emilia made some really cute sounds. So, about the cliffhanger, Emilia gets kidnapped by Regulus to become his wife. And I don't mean to bring back the Rem vs. Emilia waifu war, but Emilia fans, is this really who you're siding with? I'm just kidding. Say what you want about Regulus, but I'll admit, the man has some good taste. The new opening and ending songs are both bangers, but I'll talk about them at the end of the video, cause I just want to get into this episode immediately. This episode opens with Subaru speedrunning Return by Death. It's only been 5 minutes and 33 seconds since the last one, and that's including the opening. So that was easily his fastest death ever in ReZero. Also, his voice actor did such an amazing job conveying the epitome of fear in this scene. Sirius actually explains her authority pretty well this episode. Here's what she said to Subaru in the novel. Your gentle soul felt Luzbel's fear. Through you, young Luzbel experienced your fears that had been born from his, and that additional fear that young Luzbel felt flowed back into you. In this manner, you shall feel the same joy, sadness, terror, and even pain. So basically, she can multiply your feelings indefinitely with the feelings of others, including pain and death. In this episode, she creates a feedback loop with Luzbel's fear and Subaru's fear, growing stronger and stronger back and forth until the extreme terror literally kills them. It might have looked like Subaru died from being strangled by the chain, but the novel suggests that it could have been cardiac arrest due to extreme fear, and that's a lot cooler in my opinion. Wrath is truly a terrifying authority because it quickly escalates any emotion to its most extreme version, and the potential applications of that are insanely dangerous. For instance, a simple argument between 2 or more people would probably evolve into a fight to the death. Or a group of sad people could all be driven to suicide. Or, like we saw last episode, a group of happy people would become so blissfully happy that they can't stop themselves from cheering and laughing at the horrific sight of a child falling to their death. And remember, all Sirius needs is one person to die and the rest will follow. It's like the authority of communism. You died? No. We died.
I would rather not resort to using violence on a woman.
This was probably the best scene of the episode in my opinion. It was just very cinematic, and the shocking nature of this revelation leaves you with a feeling of dread as you realize the authority of Wrath is a problem not even Reinhardt can solve. This authority could easily get out of hand if used during a protest or something like that, but the first idea I had was actually a different application. Just hear me out. We already have the chains and whips, so just imagine having sex with Sirius. Men could finally have multiple orgasms. If I come, then so does she. And when she comes, then I come too. So we could just keep recycling cum in a positive feedback loop until we both come so much that we die. Anyway, the only reason Sirius is still a threat is because of friendly fire. So why can't Subaru just tell Reinhardt to grab her, pick her up, do one of those super jumps, and take her far, far away, and kill her in the middle of an empty desert where her authority can't reach anyone? Obviously, I'm just assuming that her authority doesn't have unlimited range, because if that was the case, then she could have killed everyone in the world at any point in the story. So anyway, it's really interesting that Reinhardt wasn't able to be the hero this episode because we've never seen him fail before, despite being one of the most overpowered anime characters ever, comparable to Goku and even Saitama. Reinhardt took an L this episode. And that got me thinking, maybe Reinhardt's weakness is simply his average human intelligence. I'm not saying he's stupid or anything, but his intelligence is disproportionately low compared to the rest of his stats. Just to put it in perspective, remember last season when Reinhardt fought Puck in the Unthinkable Present? Well, when he swung his dragon sword, it says that he brought about both the end and the rebirth of the world with one swing of his sword. Maybe that was supposed to be metaphoric, I don't know, but the point is, Reinhardt's physical power is astronomically higher than his intelligence. So if you can outsmart him, or if he just can't figure out how to defeat you, then maybe it doesn't really matter how strong he is. Emilia just attacked Sirius with zero hesitation, and I thought that was absolutely hilarious. Sirius got a lot crazier after Emilia showed up. I mean, she was already pretty crazy, but she went full batshit this episode, and it kinda reminded me of a girl I dated when I was in college. I forget what she was even mad about, but to punish me, she took a pregnancy test and drew an extra line on it to make me think I was having a kid. I was so scared, I became a feminist. I said, babe, I support your right to have an abortion because it's your body, your choice. But she was like, nah, let's keep it. I thought my life was over. I was about to end it all, but then I realized, wait, you can't get a girl pregnant through Discord. We're long distance. That kid ain't mine. Anyway, Sirius absolutely hates Emilia for some reason. And she isn't the first character to hate Emilia, but not even Echidna hated her this much. Sirius basically drops a whole diss track, insulting Emilia's existence on the basis of race, calling her a whore, and accusing her of stealing her lover, whatever that was supposed to mean. As a novel reader, I can confidently tell you I don't know what the fuck she's talking about. Stealing your man? Come on, Sirius. Be serious. I can assure you that Emilia did nothing of the sort. In fact, evidence suggests that you never even had a man for my client to steal in the first place. So these baseless allegations are frankly ridiculous, and you'll be hearing from my lawyer. Which is me. Sirius almost killed Amelia here, but Regulus intervenes and technically saves Emilia's life. He plans to marry her and doesn't seem to care if she consents to it or not. Last season, Pandora mentioned that Regulus had multiple wives, but she didn't say the exact number. 79 wives is a bit excessive though. I mean, personally, I think I would only need 1 to 3 wives per hour to keep me satisfied, but I couldn't handle 79 of them all at once. That's just ridiculous. With that many wives, you might actually need 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Does Regulus even remember their names at that point? They're not Pokemon, bro. You don't have to catch them all. By the way, I'm not jealous. I don't even care, actually. Who needs women anyway? All they do is charge their phone, lie, and fake pregnancy tests. Before we analyze the new opening and the new ending though, I just want to give my overall thoughts on the episode. I guess time flies when you're watching ReZero because this felt like the shortest episode ever. The new soundtracks by Kenichiro Suehiro fit perfectly, as always. And the animation and sound design were amazing too, especially during Emilia's fight with Sirius. I thought some of the visuals looked even better than Season 1, which is crazy because this wasn't even a priority episode. As for the cut content, there was a lot of it, but I think it was mostly necessary. For example, Subaru's conversation with Rachins would have been like 10 minutes long and a lot more annoying if they fully adapted it, so I have no complaints about that being cut. It's kinda weird that they let Subaru and Beatrice talk about using Shamrock, but then they cut the part where they actually used it, but overall, most of the cut content was basically just yapping. This new opening was perfect. I love the color direction, and some of these cuts were just insane. Satella got a cameo, Garfield fought a dragon, the first dragon we've ever seen in ReZero, and it isn't CGI. We got to see more of this unidentified Archbishop, and we can finally start speculating about her ability too. I know some of you avoid watching anime openings to prevent spoilers, but the curious thing about this one is that it also spoils fake things that aren't even gonna happen. I can't tell you which scenes I'm talking about because that would be a spoiler, but it shows a few things that just straight up didn't happen in the novel, so I thought that was interesting. The ending song was even better than the opening in my opinion. I love the symbolism, and we got some more interesting visuals like Reinhardt whipping out the dragon sword. This could be another fake spoiler, but it's fun to speculate regardless. He didn't use it this episode against Sirius, meaning she isn't worthy, so we can only assume that one of the other Archbishops is. Feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comments. This was another 10 out of 10 episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, cause I gotta go take a shit, so I'll see you in the comments until next week. Keep talking about ReZero. I'm out for now. Peace.